So what we ran into was a load error, and you do get that. That does happen sometimes. So what I typically do to troubleshoot that is just create a new chat. So sort of like it's a fresh restart. And then I'm just going to ask this again. Please comment the steps, use slash slash to indicate, and put the comment above each step. Now let's see what happens. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. And again, sometimes it doesn't complete the whole list, and we'll show you how to work around that. Keep our fingers crossed it might complete the whole list. So you can see it's giving fairly complete descriptions, which is okay. You could also ask it to give you briefer descriptions. So you're not stuck. Again, you can keep iterating to get exactly what you want. Now I liked how what it did there, this line, these 5 lines add columns. It doesn't give you each one, it groups them. Okay, so you'll
That's
see
just
it stopped. It didn't finish. Okay, it didn't finish the response. So what I'm going to do is we look at where this changed. It's, I want to say it's right here in the change type. Change type, added day of the week. Okay, let's see. Yep, okay. So I'm going to copy this. Perform the same action as above on the following.
fix the above.
I will. And let's see what happens. So the point, and this is actually good, if the query's long, it may stop regenerating or stop generating, in which case you work through and tell it where to pick it up from. And it generally does what it's doing here, which is finishing the process. And I can see that it didn't tell me at the very end what the reordered table was, but I know what it is. So we can just use this code. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. So this is great. What do I do when I have this code? I copy this. And you want to be careful. So you say, all right, well, I'm going down to the first change type comment. Okay. Let's go into advanced editor. And we're going to go to right here. And I'm going to paste it in. Okay, so it tells me there's an error. That let does not need to be there. So that's what it should look like. Starts with a let, and it then gives you the descriptions. Okay, these descriptions here need to be updated. So I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to copy this code. Now I want to make sure added month and column is nope, I want to start here. So as you can tell, Bill, this is probably the least smooth it's gone.
Well,
But
and it seems tedious, but it's really, really impossibly simpler compared to anything that existed prior.
correct. Okay, and this says the code then returns the reorder table. And once you've pasted in all this code, what's really key is to make sure that no syntax errors have been detected. Sometimes it'll do some things, it'll leave off a paren, it'll do something that you've got to try, that you've got to locate and fix. Fortunately, here it didn't do it. So I'm going to say done. And notice on our description, on our applied steps, now when I go through there, I can hover over and it gives me exactly what is being done in those steps. Okay, these 5 lines, add columns. Enormously helpful if you're ever tasked with taking over a query. Bill, any final comments?
No, that's amazing. And seeing the exceptions and the things that can happen, I think is very valuable. So it is have your eye on what's happening and you got to pay close attention.
And understanding how to manage the issues that do come up. You know, okay, I took a segment of the code, and that is probably, of all the code commenting that I've done, that's the most difficult one that I've gone through. So it was really good that that occurred during this video. And with that, we've covered a date table, we've covered editing, we've covered documenting, and we've also done a little bit of research. What's a date table for? Bill, thanks for your time.